What's going on, brothers? What is going on? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another future classic live stream. First and foremost, if you're here in the live stream chat, please press a one in the live stream chat. Let me know who's in the building. Mayday, mayday. Okay. Let me know who's here. Press a one in the live stream chat. Press a one. Awesome. Awesome. So we got Visionary, Aussie, amazing, amazing. Okay, so let's get straight into it, right? Let's get straight into it. Shout out to all you brothers for the support over the past couple of years. Your support is greatly appreciated. And welcome aboard the new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. When you come in the live stream today, please like the video. Please support. That'd be greatly appreciated. On my Patreon, there is an explicit version, right, in regards to Indonesian women, how they are in the bedroom. Go and check out the Patreon, okay? So when you come in, brothers, like the video, cop the merch, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal. That'd be greatly appreciated. Book your IT consultations. Join the Patreon for insight into Indonesian women and foreign women, etc., etc. And that'd be awesome and great. So let's get straight into it, right? So in today's live stream, right, we shall be speaking about Indonesia. Okay, I've got a very special guest with me here called Mr. VT. VT, how you doing, bro?
I'm all right. And you?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. VT, thank you for your time, bro. It's much appreciated. Brothers appreciate it, VT. So, VT, before we start breaking down Indonesia, can you give us a brief background about who you are, where you're from, and anything interesting about you, bro?
All right. I'm VT. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I was in the military when I was younger for about a few years. Then after a while, I decided to go teach English in Mexico for about 2 years. Then after that, I got into working online, and then I became self-employed, doing website management, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, Indonesia, bro. Incredible. Amazing that you made it out there, brother, in the past or whatever. Can I ask you, brother, why you went to Indonesia in the first place? What was your love of Indonesia?
Well, I've actually been there like before 10 years ago. And then, because I like to travel around, so I like to check out the neighboring countries. Because the first time I went, I was like, I did the usual, you know, uh, trip. I did like Thailand, the Philippines, Cambodia, Laos, and then I had the chance to go to Indonesia. So then I checked that out, and I stayed there for a week.
Okay.
So like it was
Awesome,
just
bro.
like another.
Awesome.
It was.
So,
Go ahead.
carry on, brother. No, sorry, carry on. Sorry, brother. Carry on.
Okay, I was saying like the first time I went, it was just like another Southeast Asian country to me. So like I didn't really see too much differences the first time around, but I did notice like a lot of you know people looking at me curiously. And then this time around, I decided to come check it out, more extensive visit. So that's why I decided to come back.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, brother, so which cities did you touch upon in Indonesia?
I started in Bali for a couple weeks, and then I went to Surabaya, the second largest city. I stayed there for about 2 weeks. Then I went to Yogyakarta, which is their university city. I stayed there for about a week. Then I went to Jakarta for about a month.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, bro. Fantastic. So, my first question for you, brother, right? So you spent a lot of time in Indonesia, brother. This is going to be a very detailed live stream. We need the whole 9 yard, brother. So please break it down for us, bro. It's accommodation, bro. So where did you stay in your time in Indonesia? Was it Airbnbs? Was it hotels? How much did it cost you? Break it down for us, bro.
Well, when in Bali, well, outside of Jakarta, I mostly used Agoda, and I found hotels on there. I would usually find a place that's like in around a $15-20 price range. You could find a decent place in that price range. And then in Jakarta, I used Airbnb mostly. I was spending about $100 a week for like a studio apartment that was on top of a shopping mall, like way up on the 27th floor. So you can find some good deals there in Indonesia.
Okay, fantastic, brother. So okay, amazing, brother. So did you plan that before going to Indonesia, or once you got to Indonesia, you were jumping from accommodation spot to spot spontaneously?
Yeah, I was moving around to check out like the different areas because like I wanted to be like close to the action in the places that I went to, like in Jakarta, because things were spread out. So it was hard to find like, a reasonable accommodation close to the place that I wanted to be. So like I was moving around to see which spot was more suitable for me. So I settled for an Airbnb apartment, which was like, a 15-20 minute, taxi ride to like, the hot spots. But the city like Jakarta could be very exhausting moving around because, it's a huge city. It's like traffic can be pretty bad at certain times. So that's usually my strategy. I try to stay someplace that's like centrally located and I can just walk everywhere, but that wasn't possible in Jakarta because things were so spread out. Can you hear me? Hold on a moment. Looks like there's some technical difficulties.
Sorry, brother. Sorry. That was weird, man. That was weird. I just dropped off. VT, I just dropped off, bro. That was weird.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was the Matrix, brother. The Matrix was the. That's what I'm saying, brothers. Right? The Matrix is just disgusting, man. That was Keisha working with the Matrix. So, brother, next question for you, brother. Right, is in terms of so, brother, in your time in Indonesia, brother, who runs the country, brother? Is it ethnic Indonesian people? Is it non-Indonesian people? Is it the white Australians? Is it white people? Or the Asian people? What did you observe there in the power dynamics?
I saw that it was like the Chinese or the mixed Indonesian Chinese. Those were the ones that were like doing well over there. They're most likely the business owners.
Oh wow, bro! So you're telling me that Chinese people run Indonesia?
Yes.
Flipping heck! And brother, how did these Chinese people and mixed Chinese Indonesian people treat you as a black man?
Um, I didn't have too much interaction with the Chinese mixed ones, but like the few that I did interact with, they were normal. They didn't treat me any like kind of bad way or anything. It was normal.
Okay, interesting, bro. Interesting. Um, the Chinese, they are they've got a lot of power in that Southeast Asian region, from what I'm hearing. Um, and we gotta be careful because Chinese people don't like black people. You know, a lot of them don't. I'm not saying all of them don't, but quite a few of them just don't like us. So brothers gotta be very careful. So next question for you, bro, is in terms of investments. So in your time in Indonesia, brother, did you see any investment opportunities that passport bros could actually make use of out there?
Mm, I didn't really see anything I didn't really see anything that we could like really take advantage of over there in Indonesia because it's so locked down with like the Asians doing their own business.
Okay. So what about the Indonesian people, brother? How do they treat how are they like, brother? Are they extroverts? Are they introverts? Are they only open? Are they, sad people, angry people? How are Indonesian people on average, personality wise, bro?
They seem very relaxed. They're smiley. They're sociable. You know, people are like at night after work. People are just hanging out on the streets. Just socializing. So they seem like they're okay.
Okay, brother. Okay, interesting. Now, brother, so the cities you went to, brother, right? Can you rank it from 1 to 5, or or from top to bottom as to your favorite to least favorite, and tell us why?
Okay. Let's see. My least favorite would probably be Bali because I'm not really into like tourist traps and like that place. It was the tourist area was really getting on my nerves because I couldn't really walk the streets in peace because like it would be a taxi driver would drive up to me asking me for a ride. Like it was one night I was out, checking out like nightlife areas and I got approached by a taxi driver like about 50 times. It was so annoying. And I moved to the other side of the island where it was less touristy, and I could walk the streets in peace, and but the downside about that was more boring and it was far from like the restaurants that I liked. And other the next place was probably Surabaya. That place, that's the second largest city in Indonesia. It's a normal city. It's a huge city. It has like big shopping malls and everything, but it's not really a interesting place to go. And then next would be like Yogyakarta is a university town in Indonesia where people from all over the country go there to study. Also, there's some foreigners that go there to go study. That one had a vibe to it, like a young upbeat vibe to it. And then Jakarta, it had like the most options of like entertainment, restaurants, activities to do. But the downside to Jakarta was it was a very polluted city, very like run down in a lot of spots. The other cities were like more like cleaner.
Okay, so you're saying Jakarta is your number one city, brother, you love the most.
Yeah, that would be my number one pick.
So tell me why, apart from obviously the pollution, why is Jakarta your number one pick?
It just has everything because I'm a big city guy. I'm used to living in big cities my whole life. So like I'm used to like conveniences and things to do. Like get like the you can get on a subway, get on a train, get on a bus, go places. I'm used to the big city conveniences.
Okay, interesting, bro. Interesting. So next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of so how did you meet people and make friends there in Indonesia? Obviously, you spent a long time there. How were you meeting friends there, brother? What was your method to meet new people?
You can meet them like because the place I stayed at, like in Jakarta, I stayed at an apartment building on top of shopping mall. It was like a more local style shopping mall where it had like like local stalls inside, so you can just go down there and you can like like you're looking at the stuff, but you can just start striking up conversation with the staff, and then they're very friendly and they're curious about where I come from, and that's how the conversation starts. Because a lot of people are very curious about a foreigner being there. Because it's not that you don't see too many foreigners around there, even though Jakarta's a big, huge mega city. Everything's spread out, so I really saw foreigners there out and about, on the outside of like the touristy areas.
Awesome, awesome, bro. Um, so next question for you, brother, right? Is now in terms of transportation, brother, right? So how were you moving around, brother? Yeah, in regards to transportation, brother, was it bus, subway, train, and how much did it cost you? Was it always Uber? Break it down for us.
Yeah, well, like for cities like Bali, well, outside of Jakarta, I would mostly use Grab. It's like it's like the Uber in Southeast Asia. That was more convenient, and the motorbike taxis were super cheap. You can like a $1 ride would get you like 20 minutes on a motorbike, and then like I would use a car. It was like really cheap. Like I would usually pay like $2, 3 around $2. Still 20-minute ride in the car. In Jakarta, ride to the airport, like a half-hour ride was only $6. So and then like the buses was only like about 19 cents per ride. Yeah, train ride too was 19 cents. The subway was about double that price, like 40 cents or something like that.
Okay. Wow. So, brother, how is the subway infrastructure? Is it good? Is it dirty? Is it not efficient? How did you find the public transportation out there, brother?
It's well in Jakarta, although that had the best public transportation in the country, it was still spotty because there was like gaps, so you would have to use like a Grab. But like the the transportation is clean in general because they keep it clean. I see them like at the end of the line, they would always have staff members coming in, mopping up the floors on the train. Their their subway system is brand new, so that's clean.
Awesome, awesome, bro. So, brother, food wise, right? Indonesian food, brother. How is Indonesian food like, brother? Is it tasty? Is it good? And what was your favorite cuisine in Indonesia?
Yeah, Indonesian food is awesome. They had like a lot of fried rice and noodle dishes. There's this Indonesian soul food restaurant called Rembulan. Look like it's like a mid-range fancy restaurant, but it's still cheap. And it had like a lot of good dishes, what's that? Fried stir fried dumplings, chicken. They had like a lot of stuff that I don't know the name of, but it was like really good. And then like they had like a lot of foreign food options too. And I gravitated towards like the Malaysian food and Arabic food, Indian food that was there. So it's pretty good for a person like me that like spicy food. They had like a lot of spicy options.
Awesome, bro. What was your favorite cuisine?
I would have to go with like like the curry soups. It was like a soup with like that was made with curry and noodles, and it had like either chicken or beef.
Oh, do you have the name for it, brother, for us?
That one was called I think it was like Mie Ayam Rebus, something like that. Some weird names. They had like a lot of weird names. Like when I first got there, I had to use like the translator to translate the the names of the dishes because they have like such weird names.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. So, brother, do they eat like raw food like East Asian people do? And animals like frogs, octopus, things that we as Western people don't eat. Is that what you saw out there in Indonesia?
Nah, since Indonesia is a predominantly Muslim country, they eat halal, so they don't really eat raw food. So most of their food is like they drain about how is like they drain the blood from the meat, and they cook it. So that they mostly eat chicken, beef, lamb, stuff like that.
Awesome, awesome, bro, awesome. So next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of cost of living. So when you compare the cost of living in Indonesia to America, which is more expensive, which is least expensive, and tell us why, brother. Break it down for us.
Well, of course, Indonesia, Southeast Asia is way cheaper than the West or the US. Like I was spending like $100 a week on an Airbnb, and that included everything. I had it was the lights, the internet, had a refrigerator, had AC, had everything that I needed. It was only like $100 a week in an apartment that was on top of a shopping mall.
Wow, incredible, brother, incredible. Um, so your money stretches far in Indonesia, bro.
Yeah, that's one of the things I liked about Southeast Asia was like the cost of living is so cheap that I don't even worry about money. I go to restaurants, eat whatever I want. Just as long as I stay away from tourist traps, everything's fine. I don't have to worry about money.
Okay, brother. So how do you use your money out there in Indonesia? So do you use credit card, debit card, or is it a cash society? What about foreign exchange fees? How do you spend out there, brother, in Indonesia for the brothers? Give us all the intel, please.
Well, like the more like modernized places, they will like if you go to certain restaurants, they would say cashless, but you can use your debit or credit card out there. And then of course, like the little local places would be like cash only, because the rate with Indonesia, the Indonesian rupiah is like 15.5 to $1, and it worked out pretty well with the payments. I didn't have any issues with payments there.
So, brother, did you use American debit card and credit cards out there?
Yes, I use my American card out there, no issues.
Okay, brother. Awesome, awesome. Is that from a particular bank that brother should look into that doesn't? Did they charge you FX fees?
I use a bank called Charles Schwab where I don't get charged fees, and if I use an ATM that does charge an ATM fee, I get reimbursed at the end of the month.
Wow, incredible. Do you pay for that monthly, the Charles Schwab card, or is it free?
It's free.
Amazing, bro. Amazing, amazing. So, next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of internet speeds in Indonesia. So, you're an IT bro, also a passport bro too. How was it like working in Indonesia remotely? Was internet speed strong? And is it a spot for, IT brothers to actually go out there, brother, and work from there?
Yeah, you can. It's just that it could be spotty at times. You'll be at one place where the internet is pretty slow, and then you go to another place it's fast or reasonable. So you can do it. You just have to look around to find like the right spot for you.
Okay. Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, were you mostly working from obviously cafe spots, or were you working from like your hotel and or Airbnb?
Yeah, I did pretty much all of my work from the hotel or Airbnb.
Awesome, bro. So you're fully remote.
Yes.
That's incredible. That's incredible, brother. So next question for you, brother, right, is now in terms of so brother, let me ask this right, a side note. So where's your home base? Is that America? And do you just go to America once every 6 months to settle down and then start traveling again? Do you have your own property you bought or you own in America? Break down your home base, brother.
Well, my home base is basically here in Vietnam. I spend most of the year here, and then like in the States, I leave my few earthly possessions at my father's house or sister's house in the U.S. I don't have any attachment to the U.S. I usually go back every 2 years to visit.
Okay, interesting, brother. Interesting. So, so Vietnam, do you have your own property there in Vietnam, like you own or?
No, we're not allowed to own property here in Vietnam. Foreigners aren't allowed to own property here.
Okay, interesting, brother. Um, I respect that actually. That's how African countries and Caribbean countries should be moving. I respect that. I can't be mad at that by Indonesian people, their country, their rules. So next question for you, brother, right, is in terms of safety, brother. So is Indonesia a safe country?
Yeah, it's very safe. I was walking around, 3 o'clock in the morning for like an hour, just cruising through the streets, no problems at all. Uh, the only safety issue there is like in the big cities, it could be hazardous to your health because it's the very high pollution there, and the traffic could be a bit, if you're not used to the traffic there, because there's like a lot of spots where there's no like if you want to cross the street, there's no like lights there, so you have to actually, like the game of Frogger, you have to like make your way across the street without getting hit.
Okay, but brother, no gangster stuff. No one looking at you funny. No one wants to fight you. It's safe completely.
Yeah, it's safe completely. If people looking at you, they're looking at you out of curiosity. The most they'll probably want to talk to you, trying to be friendly.
Okay, awesome, bro. Awesome. So next question for you, brother. Next question is now in terms of what's it called? Let me see. So, brother, racism, brother. Did you experience any racism from anyone in Indonesia? Any weird looks? Any sort of racial attacks, racial slurs said towards you in English or in their language?
Not at all, because like Indonesian people in general, they're like around my skin color or darker, so that wasn't an issue there.
Awesome, awesome, bro. Awesome. Yo, crypto's popping off. Flipping heck, bruv. This is no flipping way, bro. Yo, the crypto market's going insane. So next question for you, brother, okay, is now in terms of culture. So is Indonesia a conservative culture or liberal culture?
Conservative. It's a Muslim country, so there's a lot of like women wearing their hijabs and covered up, and there is some Western influence breaking in, but for the most part, it's mostly conservative.
Okay, awesome, bro, awesome. Um, so what do you mean by conservative, brother? Break it down for us. What did you say that made it conservative for you?
I mean, like like how the women are, covered up, and they're like you can hear like the praises like from the mosque, like a few times a day. You would hear like the praise service. People are There's like prayer rooms everywhere. There's like prayer room at McDonald's. There's prayer room in every apartment building. Any public establishment has a prayer room, and when it comes time for prayer, there's like crowds of people going in to go pray.
Okay, awesome, bro. Um, oh, this is insane. What is going on? Yo, the market's crazy today. Yo, these meme coins, right? Sorry, brother. Side note: these meme coins on the cryptocurrency market, they're going nuts. What is going on? So next question for you, brother, right? So, brother, you're saying that liberalism won't fly there in Indonesia.
No.
Okay, awesome, bro. So now, brother, lifestyle, brother. Okay, in terms of lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle does the average Indonesian live? Is it a high class lifestyle? Is it a low class lifestyle? In the middle, break it down for us.
Um, well, there's a lot of poverty, but there's but if you go to like the malls, you would see people crowding up, like the restaurants, like especially the fast food restaurants. They like to go to KFC and McDonald's for some reason. But it's it seemed like they're doing okay though in general.
Okay. Um. So, brother, are you saying it's a growing, powerful economy, Indonesia? I'm hearing that it is. Is that what
Yeah,
you
it
saw out
is.
there?
Yeah, they're growing because they even get concerts out here. Like a couple of days ago, I went to a rock concert from a band called Sum 41, and usually they don't go to like Asian countries other than Japan, so they're doing okay.
Is brother, is that a good thing? If Western people are there, brother, is that a good or bad thing?
It's like it's showing signs of like they're advancing in like their economics, so it's okay. Like because like in a big city like Jakarta, it's you can it's a bit more influenced by like a little bit of Western culture, and then the Asian culture, Islam. So it's like a clash of all of that. But once you get outside of the big cities, then it's all like very conservative Muslim culture.
Okay, awesome, bro, awesome. So next question for you, brother, right, is cycle. Is brother. So what about the lifestyle a passport bro could live out there in Indonesia, in your opinion? What kind of lifestyle can we live out there? Or are you living out there in Indonesia when you're out there, bro?
You would be at least middle class or up in Indonesia because the cost of living is so cheap. I was eating at like fancy looking restaurants, and my bill was like around $10 or less. So it's pretty cheap. So you should be all right there.
Awesome, awesome, bro, awesome. Um, so this is good, brother. So you're saying that Indonesia is very Muslim stronghold.
Yes.
How are Christians treated there?
I saw some Christian churches there, but Indonesia's not like a strict country like like the Middle East. So they're open minded, and a lot of them aren't really how would I say, like hardcore like religious. They're like relaxed and open. Some are a bit like open up, especially if you're a foreigner. They're like open minded a bit.
Awesome, awesome, bro, awesome. So, brother, that's my first part of the question there. Now, let's break down the woman part, brother. So I'm gonna ask you a question, brother, right? And the question is, brother, are Indonesian women in Indonesia checking heavy for black men?
Yes, they are. Once they find out that you're like American or you're like from the UK, they're like very interested. Because I hooked up with one uh, chick from like I met her at a hostel when I was doing a visa run in Singapore, and then I got her number, her WhatsApp, and then a couple days later back in Jakarta, she met up with me after work with her hijab and everything, and then she wanted to come over to my place that same day. It was kind of weird. Do you want me to go into detail on that, because
Yes,
she got
yes,
kind of
please break it down.
yeah.
Obviously keep it
Okay.
PG. Yeah, keep it PG, but break it down for us.
Okay, yeah. So like we met up. She's drilling me on, like, do you like me? And I was keeping it honest with her. I was telling her, I'm a very picky dude. So, but I'll give you a chance. So she came over to my place, and I was, being very respectful and everything. And this chick just, started making out with me. She made the first move, and she, wanted to get down. And I was like surprised because she wore her hijab and everything, and the whole Muslim thing. So that kind of shows me that some of these girls that's in the hijabs, they could be a front. They could be like undercover freaks. So
Interesting, brother. Was she Chinese Indonesian or ethnic Indonesian?
yeah, she was ethnic Indonesian.
Okay, so brother, you're saying that the women in Indonesia are checking for black men, right?
Yes, especially if they find out that you're from, like, America or any Western country. They tend to get really interested.
So can you break down, right, the racial categories of women in Indonesia? So we have ethnic Indonesian women, we have Chinese Indonesian women, we have Chinese mixed with Indonesian. What other racial categories are out there for women?
They have what's this called, Sundanese, Javanese, some stuff like that. These are like the different ethnicities of Indonesians, and then most of them are like brown skin. You have the peanut butter color skin. You have, like, you have
Oh,
light. Yeah, you have the light skin Chinese. So you have like the different. It's like a melting pot of different, like, colors and shapes.
okay. So, brother, out of those racial categories, right, rank it for me as to the groups of women that will give brothers the most play. Is it the ethnic Indonesian chicks, or is it the Chinese Indonesian chicks? Just break it down for me, brother. The categories of women when it comes to race that give brothers the most play. So, for example, right, in Malaysia, I heard that the Malay woman like black men more than the Chinese Malay woman, okay, and the Indian Malay woman. Break it down for me, brother, in that aspect for Indonesia.
Yeah, here would be the ethnic Indonesians that would be showing the most interest.
Okay, any more?
Other than that, you still have a chance at any of them. You just gotta be, just get out there and socialize. You'll be okay in Indonesia. Just as long as you're a sociable person, you get out there and socialize, you'll do well in Indonesia.
Okay, what about the Chinese Indonesian chicks, brother? Uh, are they checking for brothers? You know, the mixed race Chinese Indonesian women or the Chinese Indonesian chicks? How are they towards black men?
I didn't see any of them with foreigners. The Chinese ones. Only saw like ethnic Indonesians with foreigners out there. And
Wow.
plus, I didn't see that like, I didn't see any other Americans or Western brothers out there. I mostly just saw like other African guys out there.
Okay, and are the African women guys getting women?
Actually, I didn't see any of them walking around with women out there. Like
Okay,
like
interesting.
most like those guys, they came from their countries. They went there to go find work because, it's very tough in like African countries. So I see them all over, like, in other countries going for work. And I stayed at this one place in near the airport in Jakarta. It was a complex. There was a lot of African brothers out there, but I didn't really see them, like, walking around with Indonesian women. But it's kind of conservative. So even if they did have like an Indonesian lady, they probably weren't really like walking around with them.
Awesome, awesome, bro. So, so brother, based on your what you saw there, brother, right? Do you feel like Indonesia? Do you feel like feminism? There's no feminism there in Indonesia.
No, that's not gonna fly in a Muslim country. They're not gonna let that happen.
Okay. Do you feel like, brother, Indonesian women are wifey, brother, like submissive, wifey, and feminine?
Yes, they did come off as very, very submissive to me. Like this one girl I dated, And in IP, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to visualize this.
Hmm.
All right. So okay, I was with this girl one morning. We were getting up to start the day. So she asked me, "So are you gonna shower first?" And I was like, "I want you to shower me." And no hesitation, we went in the bathroom and she scrubbed me down from top to bottom.
Huh. What? And she was ethnic Indonesian,
Yeah.
and she bathed and moisturized you, bro.
Yep, she washed me down. Then the next day, she was calling me into the bathroom to do it again.
That's amazing, amazing, bro. So, how did you meet her? Was that cold poaching or dating apps?
I met her in a nightclub. We hooked up from a nightclub, and she clinged to me.
So she
And
was in a
we
nightclub. Go on, bro.
Yeah, so we were out, and I met her in a nightclub, and she was just holding on to me. She wouldn't let go. And then we just hooked up, and then we she spent like the whole weekend with me, and then she went back to her home island in Lombok. It's an island that's just to the east of Bali. That's where she was from. So she spent like the whole weekend with me.
But she was in the nightclub wearing an hijab.
No, no, not all of them wear hijabs. There's some girls that don't wear hijabs. They're like, they're like it's their parents don't require them to wear hijabs. Like the people that come from like outside of the like Jakarta, or like they're there by themselves. That's not with their families. They tend to like not be too follow they cut loose a bit. So that's why. Because in her hometown, she was like a security guard. She was always wearing a hijab, but when she left to go to Jakarta, then she wasn't wearing her hijab and anything. There's a lot of women you see like that. Most likely they're not living with their family. They come by themselves to find work in the big city.
Awesome, awesome, bro, awesome. So, brother, how are you meeting women in Indonesia? How would a passport bro meet a woman in Indonesia, bro?
You can go like just be sociable, just socialize. You can go to the nightlife. You can at the mall, just strike up a conversation, especially with the women that work at the shops. You pretend like you're shopping for something, and you strike up a conversation. So it was very easy to meet women there. You just gotta just go out and socialize.
Awesome, brother, awesome. So, um, brother, what was the cities that so, brother, would you say Indonesian women are good looking facially, brother, on average? You know,
Um, it's kind of tricky in Indonesia because like on the streets, I don't see like too many women that I would find that attractive. But once I went to like the big malls, then I saw like a lot of attractive women in there. It's kind of weird,
okay.
but there's a lot of attractive women. You just got to go to the right places.
So, in your opinion, brother, what's the right places for us to go to find these women?
I would say the big shopping malls. Like if you're in Jakarta, like the bigger ones, what that's very popular. Those tend to have like the most attractive women. And you can go to the nightlife. Like on the best nights to go out would probably be like on a Wednesday night where it's like ladies' night, where it's like usually that they get in for free or whatever, or half price for their drinks or whatever. If you go on the weekends, it's too crowded. It's so crowded you won't be able to do anything. So I recommend that.
Okay. So, brother, which cities, in your opinion, brother, had the best woman? Rank it for me, brother, in terms of looks.
Well, of course, Jakarta being the most populated city, you're going to find the most attractive women there. Then you have Surabaya, that was the second largest city. They had a lot of attractive women there too. And then Yogyakarta, the university town, there's a women from, you know, college age girls, you know, they're from all over the country. So you should be able to find a lot of attractive women there. So I think those are like my top three. And you know,
Okay.
Bali was like, you know, that's the tourist trap. So of course a lot of women are going there too to like work or, you know, hopefully get with a foreigner.
Okay. Now, brother, would you say, right, body wise, what are they packing, Indonesian women?
Yeah, there were some women that were like they were thick with like Latinas. They had like boobs and you know behind. So like there were some women out there that was surprising to me. So you can't find that here.
Okay. Awesome, bro. Um, Now, did you use any dating apps, brother, over there in Indonesia?
I tried to use them, but they didn't really work. There were women that were hitting me up like long after I left the town. But it's best to just you know go out there and meet women in person. The dating apps didn't really work that well.
Okay. Interesting. So dating apps weren't successful for you, brother.
No.
Okay. Interesting, brother. Interesting. So, what about cold approaching? Were you cold approached by women there in Indonesia?
No, not really, because it's a conservative place. But they will give you the looks though. They will like you're like I'm walking through like the neighborhoods, you know, like the vendors and give me the look. But you know, I wasn't really the ones that were like giving me the look. I wasn't really that interested, so I just kept it moving.
Okay. Okay, brother. Okay. Interesting. So, so how did you cold approach, Indonesian women, brother? Right. What did you say? How did you go about cold approaching? You are in a Muslim country, so you got to be very careful there. But how did you cold approach women there, brother?
My strategy was like I would go to like the mall, like and then if it was like you know a clothing store, I'd check out a shirt and be like, hey, what sizes do you have in this? And then from that, I would like, you know, start some small talk. And I'm like, hey, I'm from America and I want to find a good shirt to take back with me. And then you should get curious. And then you just ask, at the end of the day, you just ask for her WhatsApp because everybody has WhatsApp there. That's all you got to do. It's very easy.
Okay. So, English, brother. Does the average woman there speak English, or do we have to know the language?
For the most part, they don't. The English proficiency isn't so well here outside of like you know the big establishments. If you go to like the big malls, the upscale place, yeah, they can speak English there. And if you go, like if you're taking like the subway, the staff can speak English, but it's very spotty though. In Jakarta, you would find the most that can speak English, but outside and Bali as well. But outside of that is a very low chance that they speak English.
Okay, interesting, brother. So you're saying, Bali, Jakarta, most people speak English. They're the woman.
Yeah, you can find a lot there that can speak English.
Okay, so you're putting Jakarta over Bali.
Yeah, but one thing is like as a Westerner, you might not like Jakarta because there's a lot of parts that's kind of run down, can be off putting in a is a very polluted city. But if you can get past that, it's a decent place though.
Awesome, awesome, brother. So, brother, right? In terms of what's it called? In terms of the nightlife there in Indonesia, can you break it down for me, brother? What gets down in the nightlife? Um, what kind of women are there in the nightlife? Is it a vibrant, popping nightlife? Break it down for me, please.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Bali. Bali, they had, of course, it's a tourist trap, so they did have like a big nightlife there. And most of the women that you're gonna meet in the nightlife, they're not gonna be like the conservative girls. They might still be like have that Muslim upbringing, but they're not gonna be like like conservative. They're gonna probably be trying to find a guy to get their freak on with. Same in Jakarta too. It's like the ones that get away from their families and they're on their own. They cut loose a bit. So you can find like women that's out there looking to hook up in Jakarta the nightlife. You're not gonna find a white like wifey material in this environment. And the nightlife is they have a lot of options, but it's just so spread out. And if you're in a place like Jakarta, it could be kind of exhausting. So you would probably want to pick like one or two places and just stick with that because you don't want to be going like 45-minute taxi ride across town to get to the next spot. So you find like one little spot with like a little cluster of bars or whatever to like
Okay.
party at.
So, which city has the best nightlife in Indonesia?
Hands down, Jakarta and Bali.
Okay. And in terms of vibes, in terms of enjoyment, is it up there amongst the best you've ever been to across all countries?
Um, I'd say Thailand had the best nightlife out of the places I went to. But Indonesia they got its spots though. It's just like you can have fun if you know where to go, but it's so spread out. It could be exhausting though. But you can have fun in Bali and Jakarta nightlife. You can find it, no problem.
Awesome, awesome, brother. So, how do we find wifey in Indonesia, brother? Where do we go to? How do we spot wifey? How do we find out a woman's wifey, brother? How do we vet her? A lot of us have interest in finding wives, bro. How do we go about it, brother, in your opinion?
Well, try to strike up conversations with the girl wearing hijabs. Those are the most conservative and wifey like women you would find in Indonesia. But the downside to that is you don't know what they're hiding under that hijab. So, but yeah, you just gotta socialize because there's a lot of those hijab women that are checking for brothers. That if you talk to them, they find out you're from like UK, USA, Canada, etc. They're interested, but just avoid the women that's not wearing the hijab. Those are the ones that there's good chance that she's like kind of like a bit liberal. So best bet is to check the Muslim women that are dressed in the hijab.
So, brother, are there a lot of women that wear hijabs in Indonesia? Would you say there's more women that wear hijabs than women that don't wear hijabs?
Right, right. It's like that. A lot more
Okay,
women wearing hijabs and not.
that's great, brother. And they're covered up. They cover their arms, cover their legs. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, brother, would they date a Christian?
Yeah, yes, they're open to dating a Christian. Like the girl I was with, she was asking would I marry her, and I was like, I wasn't looking for anything serious. So I was like,
So she
I
would have
was, I,
married you. Go on.
yeah, yeah. She would have married me, but I wasn't really looking for that because I didn't see her bringing any value to the relationship. She was one of those girls from like the poor towns that has all her problems. I don't see her bringing any value. So I was like, I wasn't really interested in anything serious with her.
So she would have married you as a Christian man. So you wouldn't have to convert to a religion. She would have married you like that off the spot, bro, without
Right.
conversion. Okay, interesting. So she mentioned that she won't bring value, right? So, but I want to know your mind state here. For you to marry a woman, brother, what kind of value do you want her to bring into the marriage, brother, before you marry her? Break it down for me.
It would have to be someone that's like from like a middle class background. It's not like that don't have like money issues. That's like this one was like bringing up all of her issues and everything, and it's kind of like she wasn't like asking me for anything, but it's kind of like she, in a way, it's kind of like she was hoping that I would like help her out. So I want someone that's like she can like she's got her goals in order. Like she studies and she have like something going for her. Not She's not trying to like leech off of somebody, trying to get a handout.
Would you say, brother, that women who are too ambitious, right? Women who just too ambitious, etc., etc. That's where the problem comes, because obviously we're going to be feminist. We'll prioritize work over children. Ain't you worried about that, bro?
Not really in Southeast Asia, because you can find like a middle ground where women she works, she does her honest living, and just someone who's not trying to like be the victim. If you get what I'm going, is
Mm.
like she's not trying. She's like a woman that's like she try to get through her issues and not try to like drag you down with her. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Makes sense. Okay, makes sense, brother. So, brother, how would you spot 304s in Indonesia?
The way they wear their makeup is like a giveaway. Like there's a certain way they wear makeup, even if they're wearing a hijab, there's a certain way if they're wearing their makeup a certain way. And of course, the obvious if they're wearing like dresses, like tight dresses, especially in the nightlife. You know how 304 is dressed. They dress like that here too in
Mm.
the nightlife.
Okay. Oh, I see. Like bra corsets and all that stuff. What we see in the West.
Yeah, and even in the apartment building that I stay at, I can spot some 304s there because the way they dress. They were wearing like stuff. The typical 304s would wear short shorts and stuff like that, and make the makeup. They got heavy makeup on.
Oh, interesting, brother. And that's allowed in Indonesia. They're not clamping down on that at all. This district society.
Like Jakarta and Bali, they let it go, but like in the smaller places, like outside of Jakarta, like the smaller towns in the province, they won't let that fly.
Awesome, awesome, brother, awesome. Um, so, brother, would you say Indonesian women are obsessed with foreigners? Do they like foreigner men more than their own men?
Mm, well, from my observations, I didn't see too many foreigners out there. So like it's like shooting fish in the barrel if you want to date an Indonesian woman. If you just like I said before, if you just get out there and socialize, you have no problem getting them. But the only thing is I didn't see that many foreigners there. So it was mostly Indonesian couples, Indonesian woman, Indonesian man.
Okay, awesome, brothers. I'm gonna need y'all to support the channel. Hit the super chats, hit the PayPal, please. If you have any questions, send your questions in the super chat or PayPal donation. So, brother, right, I want to know more about reckless foreigners in Indonesia, particularly Bali. Right? Is that true? Is there like a lot of white Australians, white Brits that causing havoc there in Bali?
Yeah, they're there, but I didn't see anything crazy going on while I was there. But I've heard about that in the reports, but I haven't seen anything crazy going on. There's looks the tourist side of it looks like a typical tourist place in Southeast Asia, but I didn't see people going off the rails out there. It was normal for the most part.
Okay. Any sort of racism from those Australians, Brits, Americans, or any other non-Indonesians towards you, brother?
No, I didn't experience any racism out there. Everyone there went there to have a good time. They're on vacation, so
Awesome, awesome, brother. So, brother, what kind of tuning signals do Indonesian women send?
They would like be staring at you with a smile on their face. So that would be like your cue to, like, if you want to, if you're interested, you just go up and just chat them up. If they can speak English, if they can't, just whip out Google Translate.
Okay, okay, brother. Um, and let me ask this then, brother. Right, in terms of what don't you like about Indonesian women, brother?
Things that I didn't like. Well, for me, I like women that, like, dress nice, have good fashion sense. Even though the women that wear hijabs, there's still women. I did see some women that dressed all right, but for the most part, they lack like a fashion sense, like a dress sense. That would be like the only thing I didn't like about it.
Okay, okay, interesting, brother. Um, so those are all my questions so far, brother. I'm going to open up the phone lines for people to call in and ask you questions. So, brothers, if you have any questions for our guests, call in right now. If you want to hear explicit, raw, X-rated intel on Indonesian women, I heard they're freaks in the bedroom. They are. It's all on my Patreon. Check it out. A lot of wild stuff goes there in Indonesia. So check it out on the Patreon. So let me post the link there, both for brothers to call in. Great stream so far, brother. Give me a minute. Let me get some water. I'll be back, brother. Okay. Yo, this crypto market's popping off. Flipping heck, bruv. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, y'all seeing the market right now? Y'all seeing Jasmine coin? I did a stream this weekend, last week, about Jasmine coin. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I do my own research every day. I spend hours doing my own research. I did the stream. Jasmine's up, it's popping. Again, this channel is giving you a lot of value, right? And y'all gotta support me, man. Big time. Y'all gotta support me, bruv. I'm teaching you Python. I got over 50 countries on the channel. I got the Patreon. Now we're speaking about crypto, right? To help you break out the matrix. I don't know, bruv, man. Like, man, like it's um how many value am I giving you here, right? I don't get enough support. I don't get enough support, man. And I give a lot of value. Give me a minute, brother, right? Because I need them to get some water. Okay, we back. We back. All right. Okay. All right, bro. Y'all calling, brothers. Y'all calling. Man, Economist, can you post that video on the Discord in the Red Pill chat? Okay. All right, E man. So I don't think there'll be any callers today, brother. Thank you for your time, Mr. VT, bro. Amazing stream.
All right.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. All right, VT. Been a great stream, brother. Do you have any closing statements before I end the stream?
Well, if you guys interested in being adventurous to come out to Indonesia, go ahead and check it out. It's a decent place. It's a decent place if you're adventurous. That's the type of people that Indonesia attract, is people that are a bit adventurous. So come on now, you'll be all right.
Awesome. Awesome, man. All right, brothers. Thank you. Thank you, for your time today, for watching, participating. Hope Indonesia will be on your list to travel to. Sounds like a great spot. Woman, infrastructure, final wifey, and yeah, um, great stream. Great stream, Mr. VT. So, brothers, pardon me. Have a great week ahead. I'll see you tomorrow. Me and Theo, of course, will be going going live. Keep supporting. You know, book your consultations, join the Patreon, okay, and keep the faith. Thank you, Mr. VT. Much appreciated, bro.
You're welcome.
Take it easy, bro. I'm gonna drop you off. Thank you, bro. All right, man. Great stream. Great stream. Um, Great stream. I'm gonna see our brothers tomorrow for another live stream. Keep the faith. We did Finland this week, we did Hong Kong, and we did Indonesia. Okay, and there's more classic content to come. Okay, more classic content. We gotta do every country on planet Earth. We must do every country on planet Earth. That's the goal. That's the plan. Even islands, even flipping valleys, every country. Okay, let's do it. Oh, yo, Bunk. Why is Bunk doing these numbers? Let me show y'all Jasmine coin. Okay, let me show y'all Jasmine coin before I end the stream. I told y'all about Jasmine last week, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your research. Do your research. So let's check it out, right? Let me share my screen. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Jasmine coin. Okay. So if you remember, right, we had the stream, right? We had the Jasmine coin stream. Okay, what day this week? Let me check my channel. So we had the Jasmine coin stream. Yeah, we had the Jasmine coin stream. Okay, we had it on. We had it on. We had it 2 days ago. Let me see. We had it on the. We had it on the 1st of March. Okay, 2 or 3 days ago. 1st of March, the price was at, let's see, it was around here. Okay, and now we are on the 4th of March UK time, and it shut up again. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Okay, but You know, the time is on. Yep. Shout out to J Bones, Bunk. That's gone wild. That's gone wild, bruv. Pepe's gone wild too. Pepe. I should have got some meme coins back a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago. But I still feel like it's early as well. Let's check out Bunk. So BONK. Bunk is a meme coin. So you do your own research on that, whatever. So look at this, right? This is insane. Look at this. All-time highs it breached. That is insane. Wow. It dipped and it's back up. It dipped back up. Insane. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm tired. Stop sharing. Probably read some crypto before I go to bed. Brothers, take it easy, yeah? And I'll see you brothers on the next video. Peace out.